Hey folks, Dude here. Well, I've never done a shoot video, so I guess I gotta do a shooting video, and, well, I gotta show you guys how to do some inside range practice and have a good time. Why do I have the Marlin 60 on screen? Okay, well, I do have a Marlin 60, that's Mrs. Dude's rifle. She's a scary shot, by the way. I mean, first time I took her out to the range, and, she was on the paper with my Charter Arms AR-7. I was very pleasantly surprised, and then I took her out with the Marlin Papoose, and she was dead on the paper. Not the person you want to trifle with. She's not big on pistols, but she's scary with a .22 rifle. I mean, scary. Like, pick it up on the paper, good. Alright, so this is going to be the first component of me basically showing you what I started out with, and, well, I'm going to take you down and show you my ugly gun target rifle that I never really even named, but jokingly I refer to Marlins as fishies. So this is going to be megafishy compared to a standard 60, and hey, you'll see why I say the ugly gun. So there's the first chapter down, and I'll trim these for length so they'll be prettied up. Alright folks, I've departed down into, down into my dungeon, also known as the basement. Starting out, well, this started out as a Marlin 60, and you can see I've done some pretty radical stuff to it. I hacked out the middle, I put a thumb catch so you can pull it back into yourself. You can do the Russian gunner thing and grab a hold here. It is a very modified thumb hole stock. Your hand can go right through there. It does have a flat base on the bottom of the pistol grip. It's got a lot of work into it. Okay, let me shift down a little further, and this thing really won't fit in there all that well. I welded up the bolt handle, and I put a piece of steel tubing on there, welded at the end, and got an extended catch now on the bolt catch. You know the way Marlins work is you pull it back, you push it in, it locks open. You pull it out, it unlocks. Extra real estate for working it. Nothing crazy about the Tasco. Working my way forward. Excuse the shaky camera angle. Worked here, but okay, working my way forward. Underneath here is a piece of steel block that's been welded underneath the barrel. That's right. This thing is bedded by the barrel. The barrel is not going to move. As a matter of fact, if I wiggle the barrel, the stock flexes. It is on there. The action basically is just kind of floating. There is absolutely no contact, and I do mean no contact between the barrel and the stock. Not quite that good, but I'd have to play with it to figure it out. Okay, but there is absolutely no contact. The stock actually has a piece of stainless steel in a half moon that is the barrel channel. There is absolutely no contact between the barrel and the stock. The stock is a modified beaver tail. It has a piece of aluminum that is now the floor plate, and, well, it has a piece of stainless steel that is over that. That's the contactor if I decide to bench rest it. Failing that, I have Harris bipod, and that is a Harris that I've modified. I put nuts in there, so I have screw-through bolts that bolt through an adapter plate into the Harris bipod. So the Harris bipod is actually removable by these 4 hex bolts, which are brass-lined, and of course, everybody basically lines in on there. Is it pretty? No. It's about 2/3 done. It's ugly as sin, and it shoots like a son of a... It shoots like a house on fire. Okay, the trigger is not factory. The trigger is, well, it's a one-off I've made myself. I basically took the trigger, I mounted it. Let me see if I can show you some detail here. I mounted it into the trigger guard. You can see I got a set screw there. I can adjust my release. I can adjust my over travel. And it's still a work in progress. It's got a little bit of too much travel in it, but it is light, man. It's basically a double stage trigger, but if that's 3 pounds, I'd be very surprised. It's closer to 2. It's got a lot of creep, but it is very, very get you by surprise. Yeah, it's very light. It feels great, and you gotta shoot it. Okay, now, what am I gonna feed this beast? Give me 1 second here. Okay, let's feed it some food. I could feed it CCI CB longs, and it's very, very quiet, but I want to do some semi-auto functioning. So, if you want to get semi-auto functioning in a barrel length of any, you need to utilize standard velocity subsonic. Yes, people don't know this. Subsonic ammo or regular speed is subsonic. It is loaded to about 1,050 feet per second. That's subsonic. Okay, now, also, in a 20-inch barrel, you will see just how quiet this thing is. My next shot, I'm going to line this thing up, and I'm going to put it by the target. Hopefully I don't shoot my camera. I'll let you guys see what it does when I go 2 rounds slow and then run and gun for the last 3. You want to believe how fast this thing fires, how accurately. Good times. Okay, folks, my firearm's now set up, and it's about 20-some-odd feet behind me. That's going to be what I'm hitting. I'm trying to go for Mr. X. I'm going to do 2 slow to see if I'm on paper, and I'm going to rip through the last 3 and see what you think. What do you know? No more bullets. Oh, no more bullets. That is good times. When you can do stuff like that, that is good times. I was actually going for a 3-rounder, but 2 and then 1 more. Well, I pulled one a little bit, but when this thing is set up right, you can see that's 1 hole. It's 1 hole probably about a 1/4 inch, and that one's off probably about another 1/4 inch, so probably about a 1/2 inch group at 20 feet. That's me pulling them, and that's also me just ripping through them, not really, planning and just ripping through them. So you can see what it does. Build a target gun. That's what they can do. Okay, next time around, I'm going to have the gun firing, and, well, the camera's going to be outside, and I'll show you just what the noise level is like. Okay, so you guys see, basically, let me zoom in a little bit here. You can pretty much set up a range anywhere. You notice, oh, hell, let me walk up on it and show you guys what I got. Yes, I know I need to clean out my basement. Please don't give me a folder all about that one. Yes, that is the 22 not permissible BB gun stopper. It does work, but I kind of like recovering my lead. So, basically what I got is nice big fat one, stack of magazines, another stack of magazines, and concrete. If I over travel, it's gonna stop in there. It's not gonna go out and, well, hit somebody or do something really horrible, but you gotta remember, when you put the round out, you're responsible from where it started to where it ends up. Okay, time to go back upstairs, and I'll let you guys in on some more, well, intel. Alright, so we're back upstairs again, and, well, I quit smoking a while ago, and I think this is about the only thing I want to smoke now is a 20-pack of this stuff. Actually, there's something else I want to smoke. I want to smoke him. I want to smoke him at about, 500 meters and watch his little green head pop off in a spray of blood. I want to see him, well, look better like that when I'm done with him. But I don't want to deal with these guys. That's why they got their own specific targets. Well, the DS9 guys, they're not the guys to trifle with. Okay, so, basically what have we learned from this? 1, dude can shoot. 2, dude shoots regularly in his basement. 3, dude shoots regularly in his basement. And 4, dude shoots regularly in his basement, and you don't hear it outside. It sounded like I was rapping on something with a sledgehammer, and I'm not going to attract a lot of attention. Remember that, folks. Down in your basement, if you drape off your windows, or you put some stuff over the windows, you remove the sound that can emanate by reverberating the glass and putting the sound waves out into the outside so people can hear you shoot, or, well, whatever you're doing downstairs. Please don't do a Silence of the Lambs thing and keep somebody in the wells, if rubs a lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again. That's not cool. Don't do that. Okay, but anyway, go and shoot regular. Even if it's just an air rifle, shoot regular. Practice makes perfect. Skills are perishable, especially your shooting skills. Keep up on them. Practice regular and keep yourself up to snuff when, when these guys are around. Okay, hope you enjoyed my one-time shooting video, and, well, I guess need time to find some place where I can shoot something bigger. That was just a 22, but it is fun down in the basement. Good times.